Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to the episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm super excited to come to you today with another fresh new episode for your Monday. That is the 500th time I've done that on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually made it to an audience. It's probably about the 1200th that I've done it, and it hasn't made it out.
That's so true.
But, wow, welcome into the 500th episode of the Growing Green Podcast. What a time to be alive. What a time to reflect on how far we've come over the last 3.5 years. It's been a journey. It has been, well, God, we've done so much. Like, Jack has been born in that time. The business has grown, and, like, the vision for that changed.
Well, when did you...
You've changed jobs multiple times.
When did you start this podcast?
2021.
Okay. So, like, we have gone from...
Like newly married kids.
Yeah. Like I wasn't even pregnant with Jack when he started.
No, it was in Waco. It was June of 2021.
Yeah, so we've gone to finding out we're pregnant with our first kid, having
and you
our
found
first
out
kid, changing
you're
jobs,
pregnant in
quitting jobs.
September of 21, right? No, January of 22.
Mm-hmm.
He was born September of 22. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
crazy times.
Yeah, you've changed jobs. You went from the hospital to the clinic, then back to the hospital, and then to the house.
Basically, my life's just been a lot of like bebopping, and you just stayed steady.
Stayed the course. No, we've had a lot happen between times there, and I just want to say thank you. It is encouraging. Sometimes it gets discouraging, right? Sometimes you see numbers go down, you see people come and go, but there's been a solid community here that has been with us from the beginning, and a lot of new people coming in and jumping on, and I hope that you go back through and listen to some of our old shows as you come in and listen to our new stuff, because the way we're talking now, the things we're doing now, wasn't what we were doing 3 years ago. And maybe if you're in year 1 or 2 of business, then you go back to those early stage shows, and that was like a huge focus point. Primarily, what we were focused on in our podcast was guys that were getting started, figuring out the ropes, getting the basics done, and we have progressed over the last 3.5 years. So with that, our conversation progresses. And so we may not talk about those things every single show like we once did in the beginning, but I know that there's still a ton of value in them. So if you're in that stage maybe and you're like, you tune in and you say, you know what, we're not here yet in business. This show isn't for me. No, it probably is. You just got to go back a couple years, go back a couple 100 shows, and there's some really good stuff in here. Some of the interviews we had over the time, like, man, it's just been so good. I wish I don't have all of the clips. I mean, I could download them from, like, I could read. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how. I think I could get the file off of my hosting platform and maybe re-download them, but I don't have every single audio clip that we have on the show. But I wish I could just go through and, like, put a compilation together. It would be a 5-hour podcast on just like the best quotes and 10-minute segments here and there that we've talked about on the show, with guests that we've had, interviews that we've had, because it's been nothing short of just like mind-blowing, the people we've gotten to talk to, the conversations we've had. And so 500 episodes, coming up on 4 years, right? No. Yes.
4 in the summer, yeah.
We're ending 4 years. We'll end 4 years in the summer.
It will be 4 years in the summer.
Correct. And so, it's been good. It's been good. So just thank you. Just want to say thank you, make knowledge of that before we get into what we're going to talk about today. But we are here for Marriage Monday, right? Savannah's here with us.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
You've already chimed in a few times, but you excited to be here?
Always.
Another busy weekend.
Fun, yep.
It was good. We went up to see some friends just right up the road. Went up to Huntsville, and I already told Savannah, like, when we get to the point where we start opening third location.
Jeremiah's already scouting it up there.
Huntsville's where we're going. We're buying a couple houses. We're going to flip them. We're going to have a house up there. We'll be able to Airbnb out when we're not there and use it to live in when we are there. and grow it. There's a huge commercial market growing up there right now. Like it's amazing. And so, yeah.
Jeremiah just told everybody
You heard it
5
here.
to 10 year plan.
You heard it here first. That's that's where we're going to end up putting our second location. But anyway, we've got big things ahead. It was a good weekend talking with some friends that recently moved up there and just getting to hang out with them, like-minded people, which is always good.
Yes.
And but now we're back into it, and we are we got a big week this week. All of our new hires come on tomorrow, and
yes.
We've got leadership
So
meeting
exciting.
to start the week, like big stuff happening. And so I'm excited for that. It's going to be a good week and a good next couple weeks building, training, documenting heading into the springtime. But
Because how many new people do you have?
2.
Do you hire?
2 people coming on. We'll have a total of 4. So
Well, we're kind of 3.
no 4.
No, I mean
3 in the leadership meeting.
yeah, like
Yeah, I'll have
3
3
people that you are like that have not been working with you the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be eye-opening. I'm going to learn a lot as a leader, like running a meeting with other people and like putting legit agendas together and things.
It's just so much like fresh meat.
Yeah.
Like you only have your main guy with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've only kept him for the past few weeks. I guess it's been about a month.
Yeah.
You got 3 people in here that are,
Coming in new.
It's just different. Usually I feel like you've done in the past, you've done like one at a time.
Yeah.
Kind of seeing how they fit with everybody, but like you're just kind of starting from scratch here, clean slate, which is very exciting.
The great
and
reset.
encouraging, to do it at this point in the year. You've never done that either.
Exactly. That is exciting. It's encouraging. Because usually when we've done it in the past, it's been fall.
Yeah.
Or
true.
like end of spring, beginning of
or
summer.
like you just had to have another body in July.
In the middle.
And you just had to do it. But this is such an intentional thing that's really exciting to give you and them and just your business enough time to get ready for
for
March
what's
1.
to come. And so it's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. We'll share more of that on Wednesday and Friday shows. So just talking through some
I'm
of
not
that.
invited into that.
We'll talk about it next Monday, but it hasn't happened yet. So we can't talk about it until it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about the stuff behind it. I mean, you want to talk about the stuff behind it? Like why we're doing it?
Why you're hiring them?
Yeah, like why we're having the meetings and things.
I mean, I feel like you've probably touched on that.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be in that conversation, let's do it. I'm happy to talk about it.
No. I'll know my place.
What are you talking about?
No, it's fine. Move on.
Okay, all eyes are on you.
Usually. Never mind.
Oh, usually they are. Yeah, they say, whoa.
Kidding.
Anyway.
Jokes.
What are we going to talk about today? We are in week 4, right? Or week 3?
3.
Week 3 of our series here.
That we've called nothing. We've called it nothing.
We haven't called it
You've
anything.
just called it a series.
Well, I'll tell you why we're doing this. So, Fridays we're doing our 10-week like entrepreneurial mistake series. Mondays is what I wanted to do here is I want to put, and this is going to sound, guys, you're going to hear us talk about things maybe that we've talked about before. We have talked about a lot of this before in the last 3 years of hosting a podcast, right? Like you're going to talk about some topics twice. New people come, some people come and go. Like it's just part of it. You're going to hear some things talked about. We're going to put new perspectives, new spins on it, right, of where we're at in life. But this is really, I wanted to get a series like this put in place to where you can come back or you can share with your friends or we can just point people to say, they're asking me a question. I can just say, look, go to this episode. You got 10 weeks here, boom, 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 right in a row of literally like everything you can
Just
think
like your
about.
core stuff.
Your core stuff in marriage, communication, stress, money, conflict, all of the things like that we've talked about before, right? But they're all spread out. You can't find them. You don't know where they are. And so just want to put all that in one place and hopefully have a good guide to refer to. So today, what I want to talk about is supporting your spouse through stress. And stress is one of those things that everyone handles differently.
100%.
It affects everyone differently. Some people have a higher tolerance to it than others. It is an area of life that I think everyone can grow in the supporting side. It's unavoidable, right? At the end of the day, it's unavoidable. In your life, your marriage, your business, whatever you're doing, the stress aspect is unavoidable. I think going into it though, you have to realize and understand what and how stress affects your partner.
Right.
What kind of stress is it? And when you figure out what kind of stress it does, how does it affect them?
Yeah.
And
just like you said, everyone handles their stress differently, right? I mean, just easy example, let's just preface this by Jeremiah saying that he doesn't get stressed. So,
oh my goodness,
that was what his that when we were talking about the show, he's like, "Well, I don't get stressed. This will be easy."
Yes, I said you'll take this.
Okay, yeah, because we all know I do.
This is Savannah's lead. Y'all buckle up.
Not true. I have to take deep breaths.
Take it and run with it here.
I was trying to breathe for a second. Sorry about that. So,
how pregnant are you?
31.
32.
No.
Oh yeah, you are 31.
31.
But
I know how to talk in present tense, Jeremiah. You always get on to me for talking in the tense that we're recording and not in the tense that it's released. So, but we're only 8 weeks away.
Exactly, we're 8 weeks away because we're a week early.
Yep.
8 weeks. You know that's like 56 days.
I'm not doing
less
that.
than 60.
I have a lot of things to do, and I'm not worried about the
You
number
could put
of days.
57 things on the calendar that have to be done and do one a day, and you still probably couldn't get everything done.
Still probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, come on. Let's settle down. This is the second kid. We've got everything we need for the most part.
I'm saying like even little stuff, like this needs to be done today. Just make a day for it.
Yeah. No, I do.
That would check off easier.
I will, because that may alleviate some of my stress.
See, there you go.
Anyways, so stress differently. I know when Jeremiah gets stressed, he tends to withdraw a little bit, and not necessarily withdraw, but kind of like go inward. And he isn't going to be as like outspoken or not even goofy, but just like you try to do it all in your head, right?
I think that's the male. I think it's male in general.
Totally
usually.
could be, but you don't get angry. You don't get like frustrated easily with me. You just kind of like put up a wall a little bit and kind of just.
My head is just problem solving.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Like you just you can look at you and know you're not in the room.
Yeah.
When I get stressed out, what do I do?
What do you do? No, it affects you differently. That
is not me. I do not withdraw. I'm probably the opposite in a very unhealthy way. Like in total honesty, tend to like lash out a little bit more. I get very irritable. Like I get very tense. Like you're not tense.
Yeah.
You just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And I tend to get like very
your stress turns into you don't necessarily get stressed over like big things. You more easily get overstimulated in the small things. I feel like on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, I think that's true because if I'm stressed about a big thing, I avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of.
Like that's yeah.
Yeah, but that the day-to-day things is what like big things you can't avoid, right? You can't avoid the big stresses in life or marriage or business. The day-to-day is where like the tough part of marriage comes into play though, because that's when you like get really short with each other.
Yeah. And
your relationship really takes a struggle. Like you really get into it. You can get into like a dark place with it if you're only just like nagging at each other and not figuring anything out.
Well, I
just feel we don't. This is so bad. Like, what are some big things that we've been stressed about? Like, your big thing probably was most recent was you quitting work. Like, that was probably your biggest thing.
Yeah. I mean, like
having a second kid. I don't know. That's kind of stressful.
Yeah, just a little. And here is where there is some truth to where Jeremiah is joking about not getting stressed. He truly doesn't let a lot of things get to him.
Yeah.
Like money, it's very easy. Like I do get stressed about money, and there is like there are some deeper things there.
Yeah.
But that I would consider that an air quote big thing that I get stressed about, which is true in the sense of when I say I avoid things that I get big things like for our marriage, like you've handled that, and I just kind of like. If it stresses me out, I just kind of turn the other way.
Yeah.
which is
that's not you wouldn't hit it if you had to, right? You don't, and that's where I'm coming. Like, so we're jumping in the conversation here further down the line, but you figure out how to support your spouse, right? And like, if that's something that stresses you out, then take that off your plate.
Yeah, but
and that's part
I
of
think
it.
Me learning to grow as a person, like I can't do that.
You can't, no. But at the same time,
I have to figure out how to at least like approach it.
But you would approach it if you had to. You don't have to. That's what I'm doing. Like that in us handling, and that may change, right? If we if we combine to change,
but that doesn't mean that
things.
We shouldn't still be having conversations about it, and I shouldn't be in the know.
But that shouldn't be something that you're like, all of the weight falls on you if that's something that is such a big hindrance to you.
No, yes, I see what you're saying. Like, maybe that shouldn't be my primary role. Correct. If finances have stressed me out a lot, like, maybe I shouldn't be doing that as my thing or whatever, like, something that I do for the house, whatever. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't be aware and that we shouldn't have these conversations, because in the same way, you shouldn't have to shoulder that alone.
Yeah.
All of that. Like, we are married. It's our money. That's at least how we view it. So you shouldn't be afraid to approach me with it just because we know that it stresses me out. And that's where this whole, like, how to support each other in stress comes into play, and knowing how it affects me, how it affects you, what the best way is to approach situations like that you know are going to stress each other out, and when you just approach your spouse and they're already stressed out, right? Because that's two different things. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we talked about communication last week. You hear me joke about it all the time on the show. If you don't communicate about stress, communication about it is the most critical thing you could do, because if you don't talk about it, you're just breeding resentment and contentment, right? You have to, not contentment. What is the word? Resentment. And contempt. I'm talking about contempt today.
Yeah.
And so you have to talk about it. You have to do.
I think another aspect of this that we might have already talked about, but if not, we need to get into, is like being sensitive to the things that stress your partner out if they don't stress you out, knowing that like different things stress different people out, right? So, like money, we'll just use as an example, that doesn't really stress you out.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be sensitive to the fact that it does stress me out, because all that does in a conversation, if you downplay how overwhelmed or stressed I feel about it, that doesn't make me feel like
it doesn't make you feel valued. That you have to value and
and just approach those things like gently and with some grace, right? Like, even though you don't think it's a big deal, you talking about it or acting like it's not a big deal doesn't make me feel better about it. It just makes me feel like you're not listening to concerns that I have. You know what I'm saying?
Which is an area that we've definitely gone through and grown in. Because it's easy. It's hard to say, like, guys, you know this. If you're listening and you know exactly what we're talking about. Something in your life gets under your wife's skin. Something in, like, hers doesn't get under yours at all, right? Like, it's...
Yeah.
You know that at the end of the day, it's hard for you to... It's just a hard thing as a human brain, I think, to relate to something that it doesn't bother you.
Yeah.
One ounce. Like, it just... But that's part of growth and supporting and having a healthy marriage, is you have to... Others first mindset, right?
Yeah.
It's what you have to do, and so you have to put your spouse first. Like, even though if it doesn't stress you out, you have to realize this does stress her out big time. So let me at least listen, validate, try to see how I can help with that.
Yeah. And I think of a much smaller example than like money is like a day-to-day thing is the house being relatively picked up.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, he doesn't really care about that at all. I'm not saying that we've got trash everywhere.
No, let's talk about this. I will clarify this in the best terms possible.
Sure.
I cannot live in a dirty house.
No, it's not filth. It's just
cluttered house. Doesn't bother me as bad as it bothers you.
Yeah, I'm not talking about filth, right? Like, correct. I'm not saying that we leave I'm not
the average man that just leaves his crap out everywhere and like is a filth.
Yeah,
I can't do that crap.
Okay, we're not going to get into all that. No, there's a difference between like filth and clutter.
Yeah.
We're talking about clutter.
Correct. A jacket being on the couch and a hat being on the table.
And the mail being spread out across the table.
Yes.
Or a box that needs to go downstairs. Things like that.
You just
Jack's
got a whole
toy's not
view
being
into our
put
living
away.
room.
Yeah, I'm just looking around itching a little bit, but it's fine. Yes, just the clutter. My mind, and I think a lot of women probably feel this way, everything has a place and it should go in that place. If
Yeah.
it's not being used, there's not really a reason that it shouldn't be in its place. I'm sorry. I don't understand that at all. Whatever. So that is what we're saying, not filth. Anyways, if I walk in the house and everything is not in its place, it stresses me out a little bit, especially if we go days like that.
Yeah.
Jeremiah can walk in. Something happens in his brain. Like, I truly don't understand. He doesn't see it.
Yeah.
Or he claims that.
No, that literally is it.
Or if, like, I'm trying
I have
to think.
something like, and it,
Or a water cup, that sits on his dresser. I will stare at it for, like, days. And I'm like, how does he not see? Like, I don't understand. He's like, I don't see it. Like, I don't know that it's there. I'm like,
I just don't see it being an issue.
What? An issue?
Yeah.
Or if there's, like, something that he has left out on the kitchen counter, I'll, like, move it to a spot for him to take to his office or take downstairs or whatever.
It's in a spot. You moved it to the spot where it needs to be, so I let it sit there.
He, like, just doesn't see it there. I mean...
I see it. You just put it in your... You said everything needs a spot.
No.
You put it in its spot.
I mean, I move it from the kitchen counter to a more appropriate spot.
Guys, if you want to do something really healthy, just tell them that they haven't found a spot for it yet, and so you're just going to...
Yeah, I'll find a spot, the trash. That's what I do.
You haven't given me a mail spot yet, so that's why the mail sits everywhere. Find me a mail spot. Give me some...
Find me some more space.
Okay, well, that's part of it. You can't have... Everywhere can't have a spot if there's not enough space.
Yes. Anyways, we're getting so derailed. That's a simple thing.
Yes.
Doesn't really affect Jeremiah at all. Is it a life or death thing? Absolutely not. Is it a major source of contention in our marriage, like a pillar of stress? No. But it's like
But it could be. It could turn into that very easily.
Anything can.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this isn't like a money or a health, like one of the big things. Regardless, over the years, whatever, Jeremiah has learned to be helpful in that area because he knows it affects me, even though it doesn't affect him at all. Yeah. Right? Like, it doesn't stress him out at all.
There's only one thing that I've gotten too good at that I can't help you with. I'm too talented at it.
Taking out the trash?
No.
What?
I'm too talented at it. The laundry.
Oh.
On the basket.
Oh, yeah. Well, that doesn't stress me out.
Yes, it does. Don't act like that.
No, it's a pet peeve. Those are different.
Oh, should we do another pet peeve show?
Yeah, that'd be really fun to do.
We have some new ones.
Yeah, because I'm like pregnant as freak right now. I don't have a single crap to give.
I'm locked and loaded. We could next week.
Sure, let's take a break from our
pet peeve 10-week
series on how to have a healthy marriage and just roast each other for 40 minutes.
I think that breeds healthy lifestyle and encouragement.
We need help. Anyways, that is a small thing. We can move on, but just a small example. What's something that, like, genuinely, I'm not trying to be funny. What is something that stresses you out that doesn't stress me out? Because here's another thing I think about us. I don't know how to say this. This is going to sound so weird. And this is probably a marriage thing. But in the same way, you know how everyone says, like, kids read you, like your mood, like they bounce off of you. Like if you're calm, cool, collected in a situation, they're more likely to be. Yeah. Or like if they're angry and you're calm, they're more likely to like match your energy. That's low key how I feel with you. Like if you're not stressed about something, I'm less likely to be. But if you're stressed, I'm like, oh freak, like we're effed.
We're in trouble.
If Jeremiah's stressed, we're cooked. Like that's it. We're done.
That's so bad. That's so bad. I've created that standard.
I don't know. Maybe that says a lot about how you're just my like rock.
That's so bad.
But it's true a little bit, and I don't mean to put that expectation.
Well, now that you told me that,
you.
I will never be stressed.
Okay.
Ever. I will tackle the world.
No
emotions.
No.
Emotions are bad. Be a man.
Okay, that was wrong maybe of me to admit. But there's a degree of that because of you as a person, right? Like if you were more easily stressed, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Did you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying. Oh, that's good.
Why is that so funny?
I don't know. It's just funny. I don't know that this is bad. I don't think there's anything around the house that stresses me out.
Around the house? No. I just mean in life.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally different, right? That's and you talk about
No, yeah, true.
This is not big since you stayed home. This is not just what I'm saying here. Why? So don't take it this way. But like the water bottle being out, right? And the mail being on the thing.
Oh, 100%. Those things have shifted. Like, that's my job now. Like, I'm not putting those things.
But that's not why I'm saying this. I'm not saying this because, it's your job now, right? It's not your job to clean up after me. I'm saying, like, the reason that I don't see those is, like, that's just not where my head is.
Yeah.
Right. And so
we have discussed that so many times, though. Like, we have done this and had so many conversations so that your mind doesn't have to be there. Like, it shouldn't have to be.
Yeah.
Your mind's
correct.
everywhere else.
Correct. But I'm telling you, that goes back to, like, but the thing is, guys, you're first married, you're running a business, you're getting up off the ground, your mind isn't there, right? But how are you telling your spouse that? And how are you receiving that? Because again, I don't say these things to say I'm better than you and you have to clean up after me, right?
No.
It's not me saying I shouldn't clean my crap up.
Yeah, no, we've gone there. Because it's the same thing. Like, if I wasn't doing that, then you would either live as a pig or you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing.
Correct. And so it's like, as you move forward and as you do things in life, right, then your brain is going to go to different areas. And for me, it's just like, that's just not where my head is. My head isn't. This stuff right here doesn't bother me because that's not where, like, not these things aren't getting in my way of growth.
No, and I'm
life.
not trying to ask what around the house bothers you. I'm asking.
I'm just setting that out there as an example of why that stuff. If there's a woman listening, you're like, how does that even make sense? Like, what do you mean you don't see it there? That's why. And if your spouse struggles with that, and he owns his own business and is trying to grow, then there could be a common thread there. I mean, in the business, right? Honestly. In the early years, it's making payroll, right? Like it's finances in a sense.
Yeah.
It's just finances on a different scale, or just in a different way. Like, it's not personal finances; it's business finances. And so, business finances, lead generation, where are my leads coming from? Where's my work going to come from? Right? Like those are the things that take up my brain. That is stuff that stresses me out. And so, part of the reason I would say you don't, and it's shifted, like, right? Like, I would show my stress a lot more in the early days than I do now, because we were a lot closer to the business than we are now. Yeah. Right? In the very beginning. Well, the business was a lot more in tuned, like, into our personal life every single day than it is now.
Yeah. I mean, so you could say the same thing in several other areas, right? Like, obviously, some of the first times you're experiencing these issues, they're going to stress you out more than the 17 or 18th time when you're experiencing them. Maybe on a different scale and maybe in a different role, but you've seen them, you've worked them out, you've navigated it before. It's the same way, like, the first time Jack ran a fever and got sick, it was like the end of the world. And now when he's sick, it's like, this is kind of sucks, but I'm not, like, about to.
But you talk about, I sit here and think you say, it brings up a good point. Money may be your stressor, right? Like, whoever. And money doesn't stress me out at all, right? Well, I can tell you why money doesn't stress me out. Because to me, I'll go make more. Right? Yeah. Like, I'll go make more money. I'll go find a new lead. I'll go close a new job. And that's just, like, the way we run our life in the company. That's the life of an entrepreneur, right? Tons of stress that goes along with that. You got to make payroll. You got to find that work. You got to close the work, right? There's all those things. But you pan this back to someone who's just getting up and going to a job every day, getting the exact same paycheck every single 2 weeks.
No, we've talked about that, like our personality differences.
That is why money is a stressor. And so that's, if you're in that place in your marriage, your life, whatever. Again, I'm not saying it's bad that you don't have to run your own business. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if you're finding money as a stressor and your spouse isn't, and he's trying to grow a business or something, or someone else in your life, or whatever relation to anyone you have. How does money not stress you out, right? Well, because to me, I'm not trying to fit my life into how much dollars I make every single 2 weeks, right? We're going to live our life, and then we're going to make the money to live our life, right? And so when you have that shift in your mind and you start to think about things that way, it just opens it up a little bit. And so for me, it's like, let's hire the people to do it. Let's build the people. The things that stress me out right now are getting a leadership team in place, right? Like, how can I grow myself as a leader and make sure that I'm being the best person I can be to lead other people that are going to hopefully grow our company into a multi-million-dollar, like, landscape company. And so it's just different. It is not that my problems are better or bigger than anyone's. Everyone's problems are the same. It's just it's where you're at in life.
Yeah.
If you would have told me that in 2021 or 2020, 2018 when I started, that my stressor was that I was going to be having a leadership meeting with 3 direct reports, and this is so small level. It's peons. It's 3 people, right? And my company's 4 people. Like, it's not even a big. We use these terms and things because we're trying to breed this into our culture in the beginning. But it's not, we're meeting with 3 people, right?
Yeah.
If you told me that was my stressor in 2018, now I would have been like, "What are you talking about?" My stressor in 2018 was finding, like, how could I pay rent for the truck that I was trying to borrow to start cutting yards, and then buying a trailer that was painted over and rusted out and falling apart. Like, that was my stressor. And so it's just levels in life. And it's when you talk to people that run companies, you talk to like local roots, Ken and Pat up there in Pennsylvania. They're running a multi-million-dollar, $10, $11 million company, I believe, somewhere in there. It's like their problems are they have a lawsuit filed against them. They had a dump truck run off the road, like crazy stuff. You're like, what?
Yeah.
And to them, it's just another day in the office, right? It's levels in business, and you as you grow, your life expands, and that's in any area. Take the business ownership out of it, right? Like think about your stress as an entry level nurse.
Oh,
your stress on day one,
right,
versus what stressed you out when you quit 8 months ago.
Yeah,
there's like totally different things.
Yeah.
Think back to day one. What stressed you out? Knowing what buttons to press, knowing how to where the medicine was, where was like that crap. You do that stuff second nature.
Yeah,
now.
You don't even think about that.
The stuff that stresses you out now is, okay, I have a kid that's like barely hanging on.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and so just think about those things as you grow. Like, stress isn't even a bad thing because it means you're growing.
Yeah.
It can mean you're growing.
Yes, and I'm just kind of sitting here thinking through that, and just you saying, you're stressed then versus you're stressed now.
The evolution of stress is when it's not bad. It's not a bad thing.
Yes. And there is a degree of like not sweating the smaller things. Like, I'm sure you talked about that all the time, because if that is where your mind is, then that's what you're limiting yourself to.
We haven't talked about that, but that's a great point. Like, I physically can't do that. I can't let myself worry about those things.
Right. Like, if that's where we
would never grow. If
you keep yourself on that level and you limit yourself to being stressed about those kinds of things, you're not even allowing yourself to worry about the big things, which is where, not that you should worry or you should be stressed, but if you're going, you are, right? We've already talked about it. It's unavoidable. It is part of life, whatever. But if you're going to stress, like, put that in the bigger areas to get yourself there. Yeah. Does that make sense a little bit?
And this is living proof, this conversation, that you need to go get around people doing bigger things than you. We haven't even talked, it's a sacrifice to go to events. You haven't even listened to this podcast I did a couple weeks ago, but I was talking about, like, going to these events, going to the Mastermind in Orlando when I was on family vacation wasn't easy, right? It wasn't convenient.
No.
It wasn't convenient. It wasn't convenient for you, for our friends, it wasn't. It was our time. But growth isn't convenient.
Yeah.
And the 1% life that you're chasing is not convenient. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Going and having these conversations with these people is how you realize your problems have different levels and you just grow. If I don't get around these people, because here's what I'm saying. We're doing $500,000 revenue, right? Talk to somebody who's got $1.5 million, $2 million company. We'll call it Eric Hill with Fayark, right? Good buddy, growing a big company. My biggest stressors right now are the things that he's like, yeah, we just do it. Like, we just do it. We do leadership meetings like
and
every Monday.
And the same way that you're saying that is the same way that somebody listening is saying their stress is trying to get the rusted out trailer and get enough clients to make payroll.
There's levels to everything.
They're valid. Like, not saying that those stresses, because the way you talked about it is like, those are valid stressors.
100%. I just know how to handle those now. Like,
right.
That's not an everyday thing.
Those should not be your stressors right now.
Forever. Yeah, you
like
have to
5
grow out
years
of that.
in, you shouldn't still be stressing about that.
But this is a great, like, if you share this episode with your spouse, I hope you can get value out of it. I hope they do. And I hope that, like, us having this conversation, me and you, is like you can see from this conversation where the value and the payoff is in going to events like this.
Yeah.
And getting around people who are doing bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Not even, better isn't even the right term, right? It's doing something bigger. Like, you can be doing something great, but they may do it at a bigger scale. That's where you start to see the levels of the problems and the stress change.
Yeah.
If you don't get in these rooms and these conversations, you think these are your biggest problems forever.
Yeah.
But when you get in here and you have these conversations, I'll never forget, like, having conversations early on, and I'm like, what happened? Like, what do you do? We just do it. Like, it's not hard. And they're not blowing you off. They're just like, it's part of everyday life. Like, you figure it out. You put a system in place. The same way that if someone came to me and said, well, what do I do about this trailer? It's rusted out. Figure it out, right? Go buy a new one. Figure out a way to pay for it. Sell some new leads. Close some jobs. Whatever.
Yeah.
And if you don't get around those people and in those places, your brain and your thought process won't elevate.
Yeah.
You will stay in that mindset. Like, think about the people that don't grow.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the people who have money. Think about the people who have money as their biggest stress for the entirety of their life. They don't do anything to change it.
Yeah.
They stay in that same mind. They don't, and that's not even to say you go start your own business. That's to say you don't make a lifestyle change, right?
True.
You don't make a lifestyle change. You don't sacrifice some things here and there, like, because you're so stressed and something has to change, something has to give. If I don't go, if I don't go be around these people and get in these conversations, and you don't, maybe it's not in person, right? But maybe it's watching a video, listening to a podcast, whatever. You don't elevate your conversation. I don't do that. I don't learn how money works, how we make more of it. Your biggest stress in life is money. I don't know how to fix that stress. Well, then your stress just stays at the top of your list forever. You're always stressed about money. And we have no solution for it.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, as you grow, whatever it is, money, whatever. What's another one? What's another one besides money? Money's the biggest stress in marriage is money. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
Right? Like that, you go look at all the surveys. Kids, money. Like, that's what finances is a number one stressor, and, like, leading cause of divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And so figure out a way to break out of the process of whatever you're in, whatever thought process you're in, get out of it if it's an unhealthy one.
Yep.
That was a big detour, but I think it was all very valid. Managing it together as a team. As we sit here and we we see how it affects you. We see where the other one is in whatever state of mind they're in. How do you get through it together, right?
Yeah.
And that is us having the conversation, being very clear in communication about what stresses you out, and not writing the other one off. We talked about validating your opinions.
Yeah.
But not only validating, like, you get through it and you say, and you can talk to this more because you were more passionate about this, finding a way to help them through it.
Yes. I think that's a big thing. And I think knowing to approach it on the receipt, like, if you're the one stressed, and if you're the one that is approaching the stressed person in the relationship, it's a we thing, not a you thing. Like, how can I fix this for you? Like, it's us. This is our thing. We're, you shoulder it together. That's part of the cool thing about being married is you're, like, never totally alone in something.
Yeah.
And so sharing that with them sometimes takes half of the stress out of it, because a lot of times people feel, like, isolated in it if they feel like they're the only one that cares. And so sharing that with them, ensuring them that even if they're not stressed about it to the level that you are, that they care about it, that you care about it because you care about them, is sometimes equally as important as fixing it, right?
And I think that's one of the hardest things that you have to do. It opens up a whole other can of worms. We could do 3 parts with this. That right there, like, that statement is so hard as a human in general to do. Like,
yes, like being empathetic.
when you don't really, like, want it, care for it,
but the reality
whatever.
is, like, we're sitting here talking about this right now, right?
Yeah.
We're not stressed. when you see me
you
truly
want to
stressed,
do it.
you do care about me enough to say, like, okay.
We're not changing the subject. I'm saying when it's something you don't really care about.
Or understand, right?
Or understand, right?
When you're stressed about something that I've no real knowledge of, I'm like, I will be here for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I see what you're saying, and that is so much easier said than done, because how often as the spouse of a business owner are you stressed about something that I don't have knowledge on, or really a lot of ability to offer a ton of valuable solutions for. So there's two different ways that we could take that, in that shouldn't always stop you from sharing those things with me, because it usually has in the past, right? Like we've talked about that before, because you think that I don't have much to offer there. You don't tell me. Right, wrong, a little bit of it.
I think
that's changed over the years.
Part of that is, in my mind, like, and it's so unhealthy to even say it, like, why would I tell you? You're not going to be able to give me any advice. It's just a waste of breath, right? Like it's
but that goes back to the shouldering that we thing, right? Like even if I can't help you, you're not alone in it. You know what I'm saying? And that sometimes is more relief than you realize.
Yeah, and that is a male thing.
Yeah,
males want to lead their family. They want to shoulder the weight. Like we are made to carry. Like we're going to figure it out. We're gonna push through whatever it takes. We're going to do it.
Right.
And so sharing that is like, because also.
But sharing those things, like, is it a weakness thing? Like, does it make you feel like a pride 100%
thing? 100% it's a pride thing.
Yeah, but
in the male anatomy, it's just a pride thing. It is what it is. But this is where what we talked about a minute ago comes into play. And it's so critical. It's so critical if you're early on, like, the response.
Yeah.
The response. If I tell you that I'm stressed and then you in turn act stressed.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I'm never going to tell you
we've
again.
had to work through.
Yeah, there's never, right? Like, there's no point. Why would I stress you out with something that I'm already stressed about if you can't give me a solution?
Yeah, no, we talked about that. I mean, we joked about it earlier. That's been.
There's no reason. There's no benefit.
That was a serious thing that we kind of had to work through, and that we are. Like, I'm constantly working on that because I want to be a soundboard for you. Yeah. Like, you totally should always feel comfortable approaching me with things that you're stressed about, and not being worried if I'm like an emotional, like walking on eggshells. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should never feel like you have to walk on eggshells around me because you're scared about if I'm going to respond or it's going to stress me out that badly.
At the end of the day, we should all have solution-based responses.
Yes.
And the person bringing the stress should accept those, whether you like them or not, or whether they're valid or not. You should still listen and openly receive that.
Yes, because the reality is like, sometimes you have to accept, like, I have to walk into those conversations being empathetic, but also knowing, like, you're right. I might not be the best person to offer you a solution in that. Like, there probably is somebody else that could give you a super duper, like, practical, effective solution to whatever it is, or maybe not. But I'm still going to, like, care and be there and try to point you in the direction of
the right guidance. Like, figuring out the right answers. Of
solving it, I guess. But, and that comes with, I mean, we talked about this earlier. This is a point that we had discussed, as I feel like a common mistake is kind of like, okay, yes, like, I hear what you're saying. Like, let me know what I can do. Or, like, let me know if there's anything, like, how I can help you.
That's not helpful.
No, bro. Like, no. That's not helpful. For me, it's not helpful for a lot of people. Like, no. That just adds to another step in the I'm stressed and trying to figure out what to do. Now I got to figure out how to get you to help me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that doesn't always, I'm not saying that you should just know how to help me. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you should offer solutions, and maybe not it always be the one we go with, but offer to, like, collaborate and say, would it be helpful if I did that? You know, like, offer a way to be useful instead of just sitting back and saying, let me know if you need anything.
There's levels to that too, right? Offering solutions and knowing what you want, right? Communication is
true. Like, if I know a way you could be helpful for me, I need to express that.
You're 4 years, 5 years into marriage, you should know what you should know what you can do for them that will make them not as stressed about things.
Yes.
That's
in certain areas, yes. If you come to me super stressed,
but
yes. If you come to me super stressed with some work problem that I've never dealt with, I might not know what to say to you, but I can offer like problem solving questions.
But if you're stressed about getting out the door or being somewhere on time, load the car, get Jack ready, pack a bag, fold the bed,
and it's not like and that's a good practical everyday example too. You know, we're walking into a season where we joke all the time, like, how are we gonna have 2 kids? We went to church today, and we were in a different city in a new church, and there was just a lot happening. We were trying to pack the car to leave directly after church. The car got left on
for 2 hours.
It was like an hour and a half.
We got there at 8:30. We
Fine,
left
whatever.
At 10:30. It was
the
2
car
hours.
was running the whole time we were at church. We were like, I'm like spilling my water. Jack's shoes need to be, his face needed to be wiped. It was like so hectic, and I literally was laughing. I was like, how are we supposed to have 2 kids? Like,
but I will say, where there's major growth, there was no argument.
You're right.
There was no
You're right. Because I've just accepted that I'm. It just is.
Just accepted we're going downhill. But that really is. That is something that we have gotten a ton better about. Like short, snippy, snide remarks, passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Like that stuff.
We're still working on it.
Correct, but it doesn't happen near as much as it used to.
Because I think finally it was we're having ongoing conversations about our roles in this situation. But that's a practical thing that we can talk about, knowing that it's going to be more chaotic and hectic for us adding a baby, of like, not just you sitting there being like, okay, let me know whatever you need to help you get out the door. It's like, you could say, do you want me to feed Jack breakfast, or do you want me to give Tate a bottle? Like, say something and then we can move on from there. Like the whole vague, let me know however I can help. It's the same thing even with friends and relationships that I have been working on and have like changed as I've like gotten into some really good friendships and good community. Is not like just sitting back and saying, text me if you need anything, but like offering a practical, like, let me do this, or would it be helpful if we did this situation. Same thing with your spouse. I mean, it just helps take an aspect of stress out of it and just kind of cuts to the chase. Like, let's see if this will work. No. Okay. We'll try again. Whatever.
Yeah.
You got to meet me because I literally am trying so hard to breathe. My heart rate's probably 150 right now.
We got 8 more weeks of it. 8 more weeks of holding that baby in there. And
no, seriously, can you mute me? I'm like literally.
Oh, mute me. I thought you said meet me. I was like, what are you talking about? She was barely hanging on. Seriously, can you mute me? I thought you said I'm going to have to meet you. I was like, what are you talking about? I have to meet you. Oh, you ready to be back?
I'm back.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Y'all should see me like the way I'm sitting right now to get every inch of lung capacity that I can. Yeah. I'm not somebody that carries low, so this baby's like up inside my lungs. I've got about half the lung capacity that I normally do, so it's fun.
We've gone on almost 50 minutes here. We covered a lot of the things we had written down to talk about. I will say before we wrap up, you cannot pour from an empty cup.
100%.
You have to work on yourself. You have to get yourself in a healthy spot. It's a continuous effort on a day-to-day basis to get yourself where you can support and help lead someone else. You can't run on empty. Care about yourself. That's one of those things. This is not a like self-help, put yourself above everyone else. That's not what I'm talking about. This is just look, you cannot help lead another person if you're struggling with certain things. And so think about those as you go forward. Heading into the year ahead, all the things we've got coming, big things ahead, big stuff happening.
Yeah.
Stress, very easy to get stressed.
Yeah, we've talked about that, though. Last thing about the whole, like, not pouring from an empty cup, finding whatever you need is being supportive of your spouse doing that.
Yeah.
And helping do that.
And it's not always easy, right?
No.
Like a way that we're doing that actively is you spend a total of 5 to 6 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Probably 5 hours between Friday.
Yeah.
5 to 6 to 7 hours a week with other people now, like your friends, in small group, like community
type stuff. Yeah.
Like learning and growing yourself that way. And so like that was a huge way for you to grow and relieve a lot of those things that maybe were keeping you up at night. Mm-hmm. And is that always convenient? No, it's not. But it's part of, it's a beautiful cardinal.
Wow. And some of that is sacrifice on my own end, right? Like part of my like stress relief way I take care of myself is going to the gym. And our schedule, our life looks differently than it did. And so it's not always at the time I'd like to do it, right? So sometimes it is at 5 o'clock in the morning or after Jack goes to bed or whatever. And so like your spouse shouldn't be the only one sacrificing for you to do the things that you need to do, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That is right. You may have to do the hard thing. Get up when it doesn't affect someone else. And there's something that we've even had to work through, right? Like it goes back full circle moment back to your spouse. You don't want your spouse to get up and we've had these conversations. You want to go, you want to learn, you want to grow, you want to do these things. Like it may require me staying up late. It may require me leaving early, right? Like I may not want you to not come to bed, or I may not want you to get up and leave at 5 a.m. and not see me for breakfast or whatever. That's part of it.
Yeah.
It's part of it. Like the amount of years that you went to work every day and you would go get up at 5 o'clock and go to work. Like I was up and ready by the time you would go to work sometimes.
Yeah.
But if you decided to go work out before work, no, I was not up by then.
Yeah.
And so like we wouldn't see each other, right? But that was part of it. And
so. And I deal with it. Oh, I see that bird now.
It's a pair. There's a male and a female out there.
I just see the one. Oh, it's gone. I mean, I'm the same way, like basketball, something that you enjoy doing. And but on mornings you play basketball, I don't see you.
Yeah.
And that's tough, but like we have gotten better. I need to continue to get better at being very supportive in that and not,
especially in those moments because we're both of us
doing
we're still inconveniencing ourselves. It's not like we were doing it at 3 p.m.
You're the one that got to get up at 4:30 a.m., not me.
Exactly. And so it's not like I'm having to sit here and watch Jack for a whole afternoon while you go out and have fun, right? We're still doing the hard thing. We're still getting up earlier, staying up late.
We're still doing things to better ourselves. Like it's not like it's just for funsies all the time.
Exactly.
It's for our personal and familial. I don't even know how you say that. Growth.
Familial growth. Yeah, 100%. And it's going to continue to grow. Yep. 8 weeks, baby. 8 weeks. Gotta have a baby here.
Gosh.
Just big stuff, man. Big stuff. And we'll look back in 5 years.
We could be going to the hospital too if I'm probably going to be induced. I think we've talked about that. Someone here with the doctor situation. It could be 2 months from today.
On a Sunday? Oh, yeah, maybe.
On a Monday.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the day of the week.
You are getting good. You are getting good.
I'm talking about the date, 27th.
Oh, the 27th? Yeah.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Anyways.
Wildness. Absolutely chaos.
Good stuff.
We say this stuff now, and we'll look back in 5 years, but what were we talking about? Our life was so simple.
I hope. I mean,
and it will.
That's fun, right? Like
that is the growth of stress, right? Levels to it.
Yeah.
Get let the place we're at be your floor, be your entry level.
Yeah.
Come into these things, listen, educate, learn, grow. Your problems, your stressors will go up. The little things will not keep you stressed out every single day. So I appreciate every one of you tuning in. 500 shows doesn't seem real, but it is.
Well, should we say something that we're going to do this week that is going to be a source of stress for us to keep us accountable?
Something we're going to do this week that's going to be a source of stress for us.
Maybe just me.
What is this week? Let me look and see. Hold on.
It's not on the calendar.
Insurance?
No.
It's not on calendar.
It has to do with our child.
Daycare?
Oh my gosh. Are we even in this together? No, we're not. I'm
potty training. Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
We're potty training this week. Tips, tricks, and prayers, please.
Yeah. Anybody that's got any ideas on that, let me know.
We've tried to do
I'm going to have a really busy week, just so you know.
Oh, are you? That's so funny because I already checked the calendar. I did that on the way home. There was ulterior motive there.
I've still got some things that I got to do.
All right. That
aren't in there.
So funny. Yeah. No. That is going to be our week. So basically I'm going to be trapped in the house and it's going to be
So
great.
Pretty much when we come back here next week,
we'll have a semi-potty trained kid. I've heard that when they're ready, it doesn't take very long.
And he is ready.
We think he's pretty ready.
We know he's ready.
Well, we've never had a child before, so we're still.
What else does it take to know? I don't want to change a diaper. I want to go on the potty.
He does like really want. I don't know if this is a thing. He literally will wait for a clean diaper to go to the bathroom and then fill it up like that. And you're like, what the actual freak? Are you diabetic or what? But no, he. I
haven't actually thought about that yet, but that's probably actually a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
like sitting in it.
He holds himself. Yeah, and he relieves a lot at one time.
Yeah.
Anyways. He asks to go to the potty all the time. He tells us once he's, done number 2. He tries to take it. I cannot let him run around in a diaper anymore because he takes it off.
Yeah. These people that have 4 kids are like, rookies.
Yeah, if you only knew what's coming. I'm not excited about it. We let him pick out his little training potty. We let him pick out his underwear. So
big stuff ahead.
We're excited. My goal was to have him. We had 2 of 3 things. I wanted to have 2 of 3 big transitional things done before the baby gets here. Moved into a bed, potty trained, or get rid of our passy, which I have no shame about it, but it's time.
Oh yeah, it's time to go.
It's time. So if we're going to regress in any area when the newborn is here, it's probably going to be the passy, and that's not a hill that I'm going to die on at the moment.
I'm not dying on it. You can die on it, but you're dying on your own.
Yeah, I'm not. So we'll navigate that as it comes, but if we could get him out of diapers before this kid's here, that would be pretty cool. That'll be nice. So anyways, think about us this week. Think about me this week, apparently, because Jeremiah's busy. Think about I literally went to the store and made sure that I'm stocked on our mop solution.
Oh yeah.
Because
we should pull the rug up.
Yeah, low key.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be our excuse to get a new one.
True.
Anyway, y'all have a great week out there this week. Go crush it. We got big things coming. We're excited for it. It's a big year. If you can't tell, we're excited, energized, ready for the new things to come, and we're going to share it with you all here on the show. So share it with your friends. Help us continue to grow it. If you have anything you want to hear that we haven't covered, reach out and let us know. We're always open for topics, debates, discussions, anything's in between. We're going to have it here for you each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the Growing Green Podcast. So thank you for tuning in. Come back here on Wednesday to hear us talk about some more entertaining, fun things. Debrief our leadership meeting and look to the weeks ahead. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. Your support means the world to us. We appreciate it. I know you can spend your time anywhere. But without any further ado, that's going to wrap this one up, and look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.